how to handle negative emotions properly, how to deal with them in a way that you're not suppressing them or ignoring them or dealing with them in some sort of way that keeps them coming back in repetitive patterns. Okay, how to actually deal with them in a way that dissolves them. Let's discuss that in this video. I felt the need to make this video because I've been getting more and more questions about emotions lately. You know, how to properly deal with emotions without fighting them, but also how to actually deal with them rather than to ignore them. A lot of people think that, this talk about reality transurfing and always being focused in the desired reality, feeling great, feeling positive. A lot of people think that that means ignoring your emotions that are coming up on a day-to-day basis. A lot of people can't create the connection between, okay, how to be based in your desired reality so that you're creating in a powerful, abundant way. But at the same time, the negative emotions that are coming up, how do you deal with them? Do you just ignore them? But doesn't that mean that you suppress them? So let's clear up all that confusion, okay? So first, let's talk about how to really dissolve the energy of emotion when it comes up. So for this, I'm going to ask you to get really present right now and really become present to what you are feeling right now. And it could be something really extreme, or my guess is if that you're watching this video right now, you probably feel fairly calm, nothing crazy, but whatever it is, tune into that. How would you describe your current feeling state? Calm, content, satisfied, dissatisfied, loving, happy, excited. Whatever it is, tune into that. And if you feel nothing, you can't tell, then tune into however your body feels. Okay, with emotions, you really want to consult your body. Never try to figure out emotions up here. Instead, resort to your body, because every emotion manifests in your body in a different way. With every emotion, your heart beats differently. With every emotion, your body feels differently. So to deal with emotion, go right into your body right now. What are certain sensations that you are feeling in your body right now? Tune into that. Become aware of that. The way most people live is they constantly stay up here, right? In their minds. When things come up in their day-to-day lives and they bring emotions, because they stay up here, the emotions are completely tuned out. They're completely numb to their emotions because there's no awareness. They just feel discomfort and they don't know why and they don't know what to do about it because they continue to stay up here. So what I'm asking you to do is, first step, right now, and also whenever you feel emotions, get out of your mind and go into your body and fully allow yourself to tune in and feel whatever you are feeling. The physical sensations, the tingling, whatever is happening in your body. Become aware of it is first step. Now, this is going to be confusing for some people because usually when something makes you feel something negative, in the moment, all you can do is think about what is making you feel that way. You're viewing the object of your emotion, the reason for your emotion. But rather, what I'm asking you to do, if you want to dissolve the energy of the emotion, is to tune into the emotion itself, not what caused it, not who caused it, not the reason it's there. Just tune into how it feels and nothing else. And simply allow yourself to feel how it feels. This was a huge game changer for me because Before, I was always just judging emotions, judging the things that were causing those emotions. But once you start to let go of the story, let go of the cause of the emotion, and just focus on the emotion itself and just feel how the emotion feels, you wake up to a greater awareness of the emotion. And then you also wake up to a greater awareness that nothing is causing this emotion, but rather it is you who is in charge of your emotions, and you can fluctuate and decide what to feel when. It is not tied to circumstance, but that's for later, okay? That's for a different video. I just wanted to mention that, doing this practice will allow you to wake up to that fact. But for now, simply allow yourself to feel the emotion. Go into it fully. So you might even want to just relax, sit. You could even close your eyes if you like. And just tune in to that feeling right now. Feel free to even watch this later when you are feeling a particular type of emotion that you want to dissolve the energy of. So what you're doing is you are bringing your awareness into the emotion. Become aware of the emotion itself. How does it feel to feel this emotion? Without passing any judgment or labels, how does this feel? When you're not labeling it as a bad emotion or something bad, it becomes much easier to just feel it. So just feel it. And what you can start doing is start breathing into the emotion. So almost pretend like every time you breathe in, you're breathing into the emotion. And then every time you breathe out, you're breathing the energy out. And what you do is you just stay with the emotion as long as you need to, as long as it feels relaxing, maybe even uncomfortable in the beginning, but over time you'll find comfort in this. Rather than reacting to the emotion, which is what you're usually used to, once you start to do this practice, when you're feeling negative emotions and just allowing yourself to feel how the emotion feels, and just breathing into it and breathing it out, breathing into it, breathing it out, you will feel comfortable. You will feel more comfortable with this than as if you were previously just reacting to it. So what this does is it starts to dissipate and dissolve the energy that is behind the emotion. Before, the energy that was behind all your emotions, the same energy was there. But one, you were just ignoring it because you were constantly up here and you were in a state of distraction. Maybe you were even actually intentionally distracting yourself by going out all the time, or, drinking yourself completely numb so that you don't feel the emotions that you're just completely suppressing. Or you would intentionally try to run away from the emotion and just suppress it in your system. All of these things are unhealthy ways of dealing with emotion. You can allow yourself to feel emotions. It is not a bad thing. Even if they are negative in nature, it's okay. They're not going to create your reality negatively if you allow yourself to feel them in this way. Why? What creates a negative reality is attention focused in a negative way. So if you were to do the same exercise, but while you're looking at the emotion and feeling the emotion, you were labeling the emotion as bad. You were looking at it as in, this is something that I want to avoid or get rid of. This is something that I hate. This is something that I don't want to experience. See, in that way, your intention is getting involved with your attention, your two greatest tools for creating reality. and you're using your intention unconsciously to create something that you don't like. You're putting your attention on something where energy goes, where focus goes, energy flows, and your intention, even though you're saying, I don't want this, you're still going to create it, because there's no exclusion in this universe. Anything you focus on, anything that you even try to avoid, you will end up just creating. So what we're doing with this exercise though, we're not creating at all. We're simply in neutral attention, what you can even call meditation. So there are 3 types of attention. I'll make a different video about that, but there's positive attention, when you're focused on something in a positive way. There's negative attention, where you're focused on something in a negative way. Both of those types of attentions create reality. They create a further experience. But neutral attention is simply you being here and now, passing no judgment, experiencing what is with no filter, and just being here. And what this kind of attention does, it has a sort of healing effect. You can call it the energy of love. What is, it just is. It is love. It is the energy of love. It is universal energy. It is the frequency of life itself, of the universe, God, whatever you want to call it. So when you just allow yourself to feel, you are bringing that frequency into your experience. Feeling without labels, feeling without judgments. Now that frequency is going to start creating your experience. So you are still creating, I guess, in a way, but not intentionally. You're just going to start creating an experience that is more resonant with the frequency of love. What that is usually healing, betterment, just more pleasant experience, back to balance. So that way, that is how, when you're just focused on the emotion and you just allow it to be, and you allow yourself to feel the emotion that you have manifested, and you just breathe into it. You keep staying with it without being distracted. Just focus back on the emotion. The energy behind it starts to dissipate. Love takes over. The healing energy takes over. And sooner or later, the energy completely dissipates. You feel a lot better instantly. And then you can carry on doing something else. But here's the thing. You don't just have to do this with emotions. You could even do this with physical pain. Matter of fact, this is how I healed my body, largely. And I still do this to this day. I do it probably every single day. Anytime I feel any sort of physical pain, anytime I feel any sort of negative emotion, don't run away from it, okay? Running away from it is not healthy. Feel it. Allow yourself to feel it. Simply breathe into it. Become mature about it. Don't run away from it. And stop focusing on what is causing it. That is what is causing you to feel this emotion in the first place. You having a negative definition. You believing something to be true. That is what is causing this emotion. Emotion is not caused by a particular event or a person. It is caused by what you believe to be true in that moment about that particular event or person. You rewind that and hear that again if you'd like. Maybe I'll make a second part to this video where I explain that. But just for the purpose of this video, just go into the emotion fully and allow yourself to feel, but allow it to be neutral attention, no judgment, no labels, and then allow that energy to simply pass through you. Think of this as you, the energy is coming in, it's kind of currently trapped, you're allowing yourself to feel it, and then it's just going through you. That's the way to properly deal with emotional energy. When you distract yourself or you suppress it, the energy becomes trapped inside of you, and then it creates a further circumstance or situation in which you will feel this emotion to a greater degree. Because this emotion is like a little child. It wants your attention. This energy wants to be freed, but you're not dealing with it in a proper way. You're actually clinging onto it. By ignoring it or suppressing it, you're clinging onto it. And so it's going to keep manifesting in your experience and becoming greater and greater and greater until you wake up. So instead of doing that, deal with it in a mature way. Don't run away from it. Don't distract yourself from it. Don't numb yourself from it. Don't suppress it. Breathe into it. Focus on it. Allow it to pass. One last thing I'll share with you. We're already on 16 minutes, I think. One last thing I'll share with you is one just simple breathing technique that you can do it to further progress and to further feel better, to dissipate the energy even faster. So what you do is you just sit down, right? Like sit down, relax, and you breathe in, you hold your breath, and then as you exhale, you utter the shh sound, okay? So you breathe in for, let's just say like 6 seconds, hold your breath for like 3 seconds, and then exhale for 6 seconds with the shh sound, the SH sound, okay? So it looks something like this. And then you just repeat that. Do it however you'd like. Use what kind of breathing technique feels good to you. But the main point is focus on the emotion. Bring your awareness into the emotion and pass no judgment, no label, just allow it to be. And then the energy behind it will dissolve. And then you can carry on with your life in whatever fashion you'd like to. This is called letting go. This is the process of letting go. If you want to further learn how to do this, you can feel free to purchase the book Letting Go by David R. Hawkins. That's where I learned this. That's where the world learned this. So feel free to do that. I'll try to link it down below. All right. But I might also make another video about dealing with emotions. Maybe I'll upload that tomorrow, in which I want to talk about the fact that emotions are not caused by other things or people, and instead they're caused by your attitude to the situation or other people. And by going deeper, right, like rather than fighting the emotions, which is not healthy, you can change your attitude to a particular situation, which will result in different emotions. So maybe I'll upload that tomorrow. I'll have to see, okay? But tune in and see if I do. But if you'd like to get coaching with me one-on-one to further, become more emotionally intelligent, become more aware, and start creating your reality in a powerful way, click the link in the description box below and schedule a free strategy session with me in which we can decide if it's right for us to work together. All right. Other than that, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and I will see you in the next video.